Hi everyone, I'm Peggy Kay, and today I want to show you how to customize your Blogger profile. If you have been using a Google Plus profile for Blogger, hopefully you have already switched to a Blogger profile. But if you haven't, now is the time to do so. When you create your Blogger profile, usually all you do is enter your display name. You don't add a profile photo or personal information or even create a public profile. That's what I'm going to show you how to do today. You can then add a profile gadget to your blog's layout, and your public profile will be linked from the blog posts you author or the comments that you leave on any Blogger blogs. To edit your Blogger profile, sign into your Blogger account, click Settings on the left menu, and then go to your user settings. Under Blogger profile, click the Edit link, and that will open your profile to edit. The first thing to edit is your privacy settings. You need to enable Share My Profile to have a public Blogger profile, but I believe that's disabled by default, so you need to turn that on. You can then decide whether you want your email address to display, whether you want your blogs to display, and if you do want your blogs to display, if you have more than one, you can select which blogs display on your profile. You don't need to show all of your blogs, which is good for me because I have a bunch of test blogs that I wouldn't want anyone else to see. You can also opt to show which other Blogger blogs you follow. Next, scroll down and you can edit your identity. The first thing is your Google account username, which you cannot change. The second is your email address, which you can add any email address you want. And if you've chosen to display that, the email will then show on your public Blogger profile. And this is where you can change your display name. Because it's not using your Google account information, your display name can be anything you want it to be. It does not need to match your Google account name. Next, scroll down a little bit further and you can either add or change your profile photo. You have two options. You can enter a URL of an image that's online, but note if you do that, you have to enter the link that goes directly to just the image, not the page that the image is on. So for example, Google Photos doesn't give you any easy way to get the direct image link. The other option is to upload an image that you have stored on your computer, and that's usually the easiest way to do it. If you want to change your profile photo, simply click the Remove link underneath the current image and then upload a new image to replace it. Then scroll down a little bit further. You can add a link to an audio clip if you have an audio clip. Then in the general section, you can set your gender, link to your home page, which will show on your Blogger profile with a link to my web page. You can link to a wish list, like for example, an Amazon.com wish list. There is a link to create a wish list, but that goes to a service called Frugal, which no longer exists. So you can just skip that if you don't have an existing wish list somewhere else. And then you can also enter your instant messaging username. And you can probably tell from the list of available IM services that this has not been updated in a very long time. Finally, you can add your location, your work information, and your other interests. And if you fill this section out, on your Blogger profile, they will be turned into clickable links so that you can see a list of the other Blogger profiles that have the same work information, location, or interests. Then, when you've entered all the information that you want to share, be sure to click Save. You can always go back and re-edit your profile if you want to change or add information, or if you want to switch the profile from being private to public or vice versa. So here's what the final Blogger profile looks like. There's a link in the description if you want to see it live. It's pretty rudimentary, but it does give you the opportunity to share a little bit about yourself to readers on any of your blogs. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe for more creator tips and tutorials.